Alright, let's read more subquest stuff. I'm looking at King of Fires. This is at like 35. Alright. Berserker training. Here we go. Prologue. After the battle ends, I begin to take a deep breath, and Irie comes walking over to me. Dry Crunch, are you okay? You look kind of tired recently. You're not overworking yourself, are you? You've been fighting battles back to back. If only there was some new kind of power that could be used to make battles against Ulysses' forces easier. Huh? Have you seen Luca? I think I'm gonna take a little break. I thought that if we keep traveling around Segura's learning new things, we either discover or come up with new fighting techniques. But that's not happening at all. I was hoping to be of some use to Dry Crunch and everyone else. I guess this is no time to be groveling. We've got to find something to take back with us. Do you really seek power that much? Who said that? That's no ordinary somebody. You look like you know how to handle yourself. How about a little contest of strength? Bring it on. Striking fighting pose. Braces. Let's see how calm you are when you've tasted the end of my lance. Not bad, but how's about this? Oh, what the? You traded defense for heavy attack, but I can't attack you? What's with giving up so quickly? Am I not worthy enough opponent? No, quite the opposite. You bore the brunt of my attacks and you're still standing. Any normal opponent would be passed out on the floor. Who are you? Your base lancemanship is from Rigavas, isn't it? So we're one of a kind. Yes, I learned the way of the lance in Rigavas. Various things happened that led me to Segura's, and I've been looking for something that can be used against Ulysses' forces. So, looks like we're on the same side. The stance that I was just using, I picked up on my travels. Some kind of fate seems to have brought us together. So if you'd like, I can teach you. You'd teach me to fight like you? Fight like that? That would be great, but I have to ask, why the sudden kindness? I don't know. I guess I see myself in you. Is that reason enough? Sure. I'll take it. We need to go somewhere safe for the training. Is there a place we can train in the guild garrison? Yes, there is. If we're going to go there, then there's someone I want to bring along with us. Is that okay? If they're as strong as you, it won't be a problem. They definitely are, so you don't have to worry about that. So, Dry Crunch, ready for training? If you can learn an attack that can even shock Luca, you'd be even more valuable. Before we start training for real, let me go through the training schedule. First, we're going to work on your basic stamina. Once you've toughened up, we'll work on developing your technique. In order to be able to deliver a series of powerful attacks, you need a really resilient core. That's where the explosive attack power comes from. I see. Once you've got the technique down, I'd like to finish with the mock battle. If possible, I'd like to have some experienced members of the guild join. I'll take care of arranging that. Thanks. The training was one heck of a struggle. I managed to get through it, and now the day of the mock battle is upon us. I guess you're about ready. Time to show us what what you can do with this new power. I'm sneezing unfucking controllably, dude. Holy shit. Alright, epilogue. Bless me. One by one, Luca and I swat down the experienced guild members, recruits that Irie rounded up. Without stopping a single time, we move forward step by step, handing out punishment as we go. A sense of accomplishment, even pride, rises up in me, looking down at the defeated recruits. Impressive. I heard you were good, but I didn't expect you to be this good. Hey, I told you so. They made pretty light work of those elite recruits. This new power is definitely going to have a big impact against Ulysses' forces. Anyway, before we go any further, who are you? If you got so much power why do you choose a different path from us? The guild's objective and my own objective seem similar, but they are quite different. My goal is to save the life of my benefactor. If helping the guild will bring me closer to that goal, then I will join the guild. It's a shame, a power like yours is hard to come by. You need not worry about that. The power that I've shared with you will take my place. Fighting style of constantly delivering attacks was taught to me by a warrior called Berserker. Berserker! I like that name. I guess when we use this fighting style, we should give it that name. It has a nice ring to it, don't you agree? Think I? I nod and Luca returns with a smile. If you learn this style once, you can change the way you fight at any time. Adjust your class to meet the needs of the situation. Understood. I'm sorry to ask, but could I borrow your hand for a moment? You want to shake hands? Irie closes her eyes and begins chanting. Suddenly a bright flash emerges from between their hands. As it dissipates, a jewel appears. The jewel contains all the information about Berserker. If you take this in your hand and focus on it carefully, the information will begin pouring into you. However, only a limited number of adventurers can use it. It's definitely a little too overwhelming for fledgling adventurers. Trying to teach everyone one by one would surely be impossible, so this jewel to spread the power quickly. That was really something. That the technique is a little too much for inexperienced adventurers, but by all means share it with those fighting for the cause. Well, it looks like my job here is done, so I'll be on my way. You're going already? I think I may have already mentioned it, but I'm looking for a way to save my benefactor. Learning the power of Berserker is nothing more than something I picked up along the way. Take care. You're always welcomed in the guild. Hope to see you join someday. And he does. I'll keep that in mind. Good luck out there. By the way, do you mind if we catch your name? I'd rather not tell you. That way I can tell you the next time we meet. Think of it as a promise that our paths will cross again. That's a good idea. May the great spirits guide you on your journey. Thank you. I guess I'll be seeing you. Goodbye. Oh, I forgot something. The two of you that came training, take your clothes off. Are you serious? What the? Your training has worn your clothes out, so I'll fix them for you before I leave. Okay, you really don't have to. The Mysterious Lancer did some serious good handiwork on our clothes. Okay, here you go. Wow, they look as good as new. Alright, till next time. First, I thought he was calm before he showed us he is a formidable force in battle. Then, I thought he was boorish until he showed exceptional skill with the needlework. Quite the character, eh? I'm pretty sure we'll meet him again somewhere. I could sense it. And we do. But let's read more. Treasure hunting.
Treasure hunting.
After the battle ends, Muriel lets out a sigh at the headquarters. What's wrong? Is something playing on your mind? Irie, try Crunch. We've been fighting Ulysses' forces a lot more recently, but I'm worried if I'm actually pulling my weight. On our journeys, I've been trying to brush up my archery skills, but I feel that I've reached my limits. I really want to help out, want to be more help. You're doing more than your fair share. Still, I know how you feel when you say that you want to achieve more power. For now, we're managing to handle the battles, but it's definitely taking its toll. Is there anything I can do to exceed my limits? Come to think of it, the mage girl was doing some research on Sagiras. She may have discovered some new techniques or a mysterious power that we can harness. Let's go and talk to her. So off we go to pay a visit to Testino. I see. Learning about a new land fills the heart with excitement. There's nothing more pleasurable than gaining knowledge. Sorry for interrupting your time of bliss. Oh. Sorry for barging in a big group like this. Oh, everyone's together? What can I help you with? We explained the situation to Destino. We asked if she has any information that would be of use to us. A new power to take on Ulysses' forces. Got anything for us? Well, I do have one idea. How about a new class? A new class? Yes, a class that can not only attack from a distance, but also uses tricky maneuvers to throw the enemy off. They're the talk of such a class in Sagiras. If I could learn this new class, I'll be able to offer more to everyone. Okay, actually, I too have a request. There are some items that I need for my research. If I tell you about these rare techniques created in Sagiras, will you get them for me? Sure, that doesn't sound like a bad trade-off. Dry Crunch, shall we help for Muriel's sake? I agree to help, and smiles fill the faces of Testino and Muriel. Alright, so please get the items from the places I'm about to tell you. Testino saw several places. All are mystical places where rare and valuable materials are found. It's going to be a little tour around the famous spots of Sagiras. If we weren't in the middle of a war, I'd actually like to visit these places for a holiday. It might sound a little strange, but I'm actually looking forward to this trip. Take care. We head off a little excited in anticipation of the mystical places ahead. Epilogue. We arrive at one of the places that Testino asked us to go, and someone in the group lets out a gasp in amazement. The spectacle can only be compared to an ocean of crystal blue water. So we need a rare fish that resides in these waters. I don't have much confidence in my fishing skills. How about you, Dry Crunch? We should grab one of the insects from the beach and use it as bait. Once we catch a fish with it, we can use that fish to catch a bigger fish and continue the process until we get what we want. The plan actually works, and we keep fishing until we have a really big fish for bait. We use that fish to finally manage to catch the fish we've been after. Dry Crunch, thank you. Next, we head to a very dense forest. The forest floor is covered with a strange white moss. It almost feels like we're walking on clouds. The springy softness feels nice. Under fluffy moss, there are various creatures crawling about. Testino asked us with getting a rare mushroom. We begin foraging under the moss for a mysterious mushroom. Muriel, you're good at finding other plants among the moss. When I was on my travels, I would often search for medicinal plants. Medicinal plants, eh? I wonder what kind. Oh, I found it. It's this, right? Yep, that's the one. On the way out of the forest, we decided to take a little of the fluffy moths with us. We've got some for Testino, too.
Hold up.
I knew it.
Okay.
Alright. I'll continue on in the next video. Alright, guys? Alright. Peace, stay crispy, everybody. Bye.